Scotland has Loch Ness. Vermont has Lake Champlain. British Columbia has Okanagan Lake. All three sites share a long history of sightings of aquatic monsters. Tonight, our team takes a look at another possible creature much closer to home as we go searching for campy. This series uses information based in part on theory and conjecture. The producer's purpose is to suggest a possible explanation, but not necessarily the right one, to the mysteries we examine. Plymouth, Massachusetts, a sleepy little town on the coast south of Boston, and home to Camp Cachalot, a little refuge within the sandy pine barrens at the base of Cape Cod. It is a place of many mysteries. The remarkable fire sands, the incredibly rare and dangerous snipe, three-fingered Willie, and even the legendary creature Gore, whose story is reenacted as a campfire play by the boys who camped there. The camp surrounds 5 Mile Pond, a kettle pond whose origins go as far back as the glaciers of the most recent ice age. It has long been the spot of inexplicable sights. Shadows moving of their own accord through the morning fog. Wakes with no boat to cause them. Even the fleeting glimpse of a serpentine neck above the water. Some believe these are evidence of 5 Mile's own pond monster. The believers call it campy. The earliest tales of a creature in 5 Mile go back to Plymouth Colony itself. Consider this account, recorded by the colonist Stephen Hopkins in 1632.
As I didst travel on foot to Hunnet, I went by way of the 5 Mile Ponds. The day was grey and gloomy, and it was near to nightfall as I reached the shoreline. A dark shadow, taller than any man, and lithe and wicked as the serpent of the garden, didst cross my path and surge for the water with a mighty crashing and splashing. I leapt into the water to wrestle with the beast, but its strength was the strength of many men, and it broke free and fled for the depths. I have drawn my feeble impression of the beast on the page below.
Most historians lend little credence to Hopkins' account. He is an unreliable witness, as he was known to be fond of drink, ran an alehouse, and repeatedly was in trouble with colonial authorities for serving alcohol on the Sabbath. In 1951, the new camp nurse, Gloria Almeida, a New Bedford woman with a solid medical background and an impeccable reputation, spotted a disturbance on the waters of 5 Mile while taking her afternoon walk. Grabbing her camera, she took what has come to be known as the camp nurse's photo. This black and white image, clearly depicting 5 Mile Pond, also features a shadowy, snake-like shape. Could this be the head and neck of Campy, emerging from the water? For a more current sighting, we join former waterfront director Tommy Nollock on location at 5 Mile Pond. We'll let him tell his own story.
It was Wednesday night. We're down here, finished the luau, wrapped it up with a great grease watermelon fight. And you know, you got this big kid, he grabs a hold of the watermelon so tight, shoots it out like a freaking missile, hits me in the head. That's why I have to wear this helmet now. Anyway, you wind up getting the point because the watermelon hit the side of the dock, and that's it. So then we cleared out the waterfront, made sure the buddy board was clear. Everybody was all taken care of, picking up all the extra towels, because you know kids leave the towels all over the place. Lost and found is like a ton of them every week. I have no idea. Parents must be out of their minds. And then I heard this big splash behind me. So I turned around, get ready to give some staff member piece of my mind because he shouldn't be in the water, and then I saw this freaking thing sticking out of the water. It looked like a dinosaur. I freaked out. I jumped like 6 feet, and all of a sudden it went into the water. I must have scared it or something like that, but behind where the sun was setting, it was definitely something sticking out of the water, and it looked like a freaking dinosaur. No lie. So then I looked for it for the rest of the summer, and I didn't see anything like that at all. But I did see the picture that the nurse had. It must have been the same thing because it was really, really similar. But I never saw it again. So that's all I can tell you.
Our Searching For cameras will be following local monsterologist and campy aficionado Ezekiel Squint, who has been searching for campy himself for many years.
Y'all know me. Know what I do for a living. I'll find this bird for you, but it ain't gonna be easy. I've been following this thing for nigh on 5 years. I know its habits. I even got a cast of its footprint. Alright, all ready for you. You guys want a picture of this thing? I'll get you a picture. Prettier than that nursie's picture. You want a picture of the head? I'll get you a picture of the head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
We're glad Mr. Squint is so confident. Finding conclusive proof of campy would be a major scientific breakthrough. After the break, the Searching For crew will join Mr. Squint in a more active search for the monster.
You're watching Mystery Mondays on WCSR Channel 4.
Be prepared.
Are you ready to get going?
Be prepared.
Are you ready to take the lead?
Do you think you know what scouting's all about? Take a look.
Be prepared.
Are you ready to get going?
Be prepared.
Are you ready to take the lead?
Scouting today is a lot more than you think. Join your local troop.
Our Searching For cameras set out for Plymouth to join Mr. Squint. But given Mr. Squint's mercurial nature, we wanted to be certain that anything we found would be vetted by a neutral observer. So we enlisted the help of an expert marinologist who is intimately familiar with 5 Mile Pond.
In search of approach me to survey 5 Mile Pond, how could I refuse? However, I don't see how we could find anything like this campy. In all my years of exploring this pond, we have never seen such a creature or any evidence of it. I do not believe we will find anything bigger than Mongo, the legendary snapping turtle of 5 Mile Pond. But this squint, well, we will do our best. We will dive the pond, we will set out cameras, we will survey with our sonar equipment, but I don't see how we could find anything like that here. This squinty is, as we say in French, how do you say, cuckoo crazy banana pants. But we will do our job to the best of our abilities.
So, you're Cousteau?
Yes, Dr. Cousteau from the Marological Society.
Ah, college boy, eh?
Well, yes.
At least your hands feel like you've done an honest day's work.
Of course they have. I'm French, you know.
I still don't see why we need you. I'm more than capable of dropping a couple of cameras.
I
into
don't.
the
Hey, back off, mon ami. I am a scientist.
All right. Don't get your knickers in a twist.
Give me that.
All right, so let me make sure I got this straight. Sonar goes in the water.
Oui.
Camera goes in the water.
Oui.
You go in the water.
Oui.
Campy's in the water. Campy.
Well, if you say so.
All right, well, why don't we get this show on the road then?
Well, that's what we're waiting for you.
All right.
Robert!
Come on, this ain't no Boy Scout picnic.
Our contact at Camp Cachalot, Daryl McDarrell, thanks Cousteau and Squint for agreeing to help resolve the mystery before they set off. Cousteau and Robert deploy their submersible cameras, and the sea nymph begins making passes with its sonar array, looking for a return large enough to indicate a creature. While they tow, our cameras catch something truly remarkable, as a row of bubbles, like the exhaled breath of a large creature, appear behind the sea nymph on one of its passes. After spending a week analyzing the new data, Squint and Clousteau join us back at the camp to go over their results.
So, there's your proof. That's all the proof we need. There's nothing else in this pond. There's no beastie in this pond big enough to make all of them bubbles without being the size of something like Campy.
Bubbles? The cameras show nothing. The sonar sheets show nothing. The bubbles they're behind the boat there, they're from the sifflator mouse adjusting the ballast.
Yeah, it's from the exhalation of a giant beast like Campy. A plesiosaur or something like that. I mean, just look at this. We've got one picture from your underwater cameras here. You know? And I had my people took out all that gloom and murk from 5 Mile Pond.
Murk, the water's perfectly clear.
They took out all that gloom and murk from 5 Mile Pond. And look, I outlined it so that you wouldn't miss it, you Frenchie.
Oh.
It's got a fin. There's the body. It's a giant flipper.
Yeah, it's a flipper. You're certifiable. And you're blind. You know that.
Well, yeah. Look, we've got a cast. I mean, you can't deny that that's a flipper.
That's a flipper. That is a flipper. Hey. Yeah, that's a
So ends our excursion to 5 Mile Pond. Is Squint correct? Do those remarkable bubbles and the photo of a large fin show us more clear evidence of Campy? Is Clousteau blinded by his own science? Is Squint just blind? While there can be multiple conclusions drawn from this experience, we can only propose one, that 5 Mile Pond may very well be home to an ancient, mysterious creature, affectionately called Campy, who is almost certainly an important part of Cachalot's ecosystem, if it exists at all. Your humble narrator thanks you for watching. Goodbye, until next time.